What's up, y'all? I'm your host, Richie.
I'm your host.
What the? And welcome.
Sorry, y'all. I had the giggles before I started.
Right. Welcome to the Jones and Four Flick Movie Podcast.
What's up, y'all?
Welcome.
We are here to talk about the best movies and series of the year 2025. And we're not so much going to break it up in pattern form as movies and series, but we do have a list here, respectively. We both have our own lists, intertwined, of course, because we see some of the same stuff. But yeah, we're just gonna list off some of the things that we liked over this year. We won't really mention any worsts, maybe towards the end, but I don't really want to focus on that kind of thing.
Yeah, we just reflecting over 2025, all the stuff that we enjoyed, really.
Yeah.
I'll go first with a movie that we both saw recently, and that's going to be Wake Up Dead Man, the newest of the Knives Out series. Now, this was almost like a movie that grew on me a little bit, because when I first got done with it, I was like, I liked it, but I wasn't like crazy about it. But then the more I thought about the movie, and the more like when I sat with it, let it marinate, I was like, low-key, Glenn Close was going crazy.
Yeah.
But, you feel me? Like, Josh Brolin was going crazy. Like, a lot of the characters, like, just grew on me the more, like, I look back on the movie, and then I gave it a second watch. I was like, okay, I do like this more than the second Knives Out. Yeah. For sure.
Especially after you see the twist. Not to cut you off, but especially after you see the twist, you're kind of, you really understand that some of the things that were happening weren't just, character, little tweaks. They were actual, like, oh, this is where this happened. This is like things started to connect more.
Yeah.
And that's what you want with movies like these, especially where these Clue-esque sort of mystery type movies, whodunit, murder mystery type of things. And I'm just glad that Rian Johnson can still keep this up.
Yeah, right now he's 3 for 3. I say, even though the second one wasn't as good as the other two, it still wasn't bad. Like, it was still a quality film.
I think the second was a bit of a departure, and not. It was a departure because it was a bit too silly. But I mean, they're all kind of silly.
This one was silly too.
But the second one was like,
I feel like, honestly,
silly. Like, the mystery was dumb silly. We all knew it was the guy from the start, and then by the time you get,
I don't know.
Guy from the start.
I gotta watch it again. It's been a long time.
Yeah, spoiler alert. But the only for Knives Out 2, but the only thing that was kind of like, oh wow, that was actually shocking and surprising was that I forget her name, the actress's name. She's a singer too, Janelle Monáe. She was a twin of the actual girl that died or whatever. But other than that, anyway, Knives Out 3 was definitely really good. I don't know if you want to keep going on that one. But
I mean, I'll wrap it up there.
Were great. I don't know the preacher's name, the actor's name who played that preacher.
Yeah, he was. I haven't seen him in a lot.
He was pretty good. Every time he's in something, he was in. I'm sure he was in. I was gonna say Oppenheimer, but I think he was in Oppenheimer.
I don't know.
Anyway, it was so many people in Oppenheimer, but
I don't know about that one.
But yeah, outside of that, I don't know much more I want to say about that one. I'll probably move on to another movie here. Weapons definitely took the world by storm this year as far as the horror wave goes. Greg Egger, I forget the director's name.
I don't know, Jack. I don't. We walked out of Weapons not happy. I'm surprised it's on your list. I ain't gonna lie.
I walked out not happy, but that's one of those things similar to that Knives Out movie. The more I sat with it, the more I was kind of like, okay, now I understand what they were trying to give me as opposed to what I expected would happen. I was like, this is actually a really good movie. Do I still have reservations about the tonal shift towards the end? Yeah. However, if I'm being honest, a lot of horror movies be doing that shit. Where it's like, not a lot, but like some horror movies do that where it's like a comedic, more of a comedic layout towards the end than there is anything. I think I'm just talking about.
You know what I mean?
I didn't really like the tonal shift at the end of that movie, but I'm willing to accept it because I like the rest of the movie so much. If I'm being real, do you want to say something about weapons, or you kind of just want to?
I mean,
because it's a lot here.
My mind ain't changed, y'all, since the last time we talked about weapons. I was underwhelmed with weapons. I'm not gonna say it was bad. Like, I can appreciate what it was. I gave it a 3 stars. That's how I feel about it. I was right down the middle of weapons. Yeah. I liked it until the whole reveal happened, and they lost me a little bit, unfortunately for me. But I can understand why it's on your list. Like, it was, you know, it was like, for me, a middle. You know, it was a decent movie. It was a decent time. It was in the middle of all the movies.
Like, was it better than Long Legs? For you?
I'm like, it's like right the same. That's what's crazy. Like, for me, I have almost the same problems.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like that's what we saying. Like, Long Legs, I put it like a 6.5.
I think if you like Long Legs, you're gonna like Weapons. I think if you're a fan of that movie, you're gonna like this. But for me, I had some of the same problems with Long Legs where I'm like, Nicolas Cage is taking me out the movie a little bit with his prosthetics. It looks so bad to me where I'm just like, I don't know, like, it just looked ridiculous. And it wasn't so much that, what was her name? Not Agatha, whatever her name was in Weapons.
I was going to say
Agnes or something like that. Yeah, like it's something. She was taking me out just with not how she looked, but just the way she acted and everything just felt tonally different from the rest of the movie that had been happening at that point.
Yeah.
And it was just jarring to just get thrown into this all of a sudden. And then you find out, oh, she's a witch and she's doing all this shit. And it's just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, the reveal definitely took the movie, not the reveal itself, but like what they did with the movie after the reveal kind of made me feel a certain way. However, I do probably rank it a little higher than Richie here. But let's just move on to the next project. I don't know if you want to add something off your list since I just got something off of mine.
Trying to see. That's something that we both saw was Weapons. I mean, I'll do. How about The Monkey? I don't think you saw that one.
Yeah,
that's something I saw. We talk about comedic tones with horror.
Mm-hmm.
That's what The Monkey was. It was almost like a Stephen King-esque story.
Mm-hmm.
With this cursed object with this monkey thing. But it was a great performance by your girl. I can't remember her name, but that played She-Hulk.
Tatiana Maslany.
Yeah, she was in it. It had a dual performance out of the main character. I don't know his name, but he'd been in a bunch of shit. If you seen him,
Luke something.
Yeah,
I forget his name.
Honestly, this might have been like the best. Usually, I don't even like this dude. Like, in everything I see him in, I'm like, I don't really like this guy.
He's usually in like very bland movies.
Yeah, but even his performances sometimes, I'm just like, I don't like. Mm-hmm. But I liked him in this. This is like probably the best thing I've seen him in, like performance wise, because he played a dual role, and like the other one had like an American accent. I don't think I ever heard him with like a American accent. But
really?
I don't think so. I feel like every time I see him, he usually just got a British accent or something like that. But I feel like he's in like the Divergent movies or some shit like that, where I'm just like, I was gonna say,
he kind of reminds me of like Taylor Lautner a little bit.
You in some little teeny bopper shit where like, I hated it.
Of like, he can be good in comedies if he's just like the guy being like, what the hell is going on? But outside of that, it no offense, because I don't know him as a
feel me. We're going on a whole fucking hate rant of
because it's
fucking guy.
People can come from Twilight
just
and
doing
be
his
great,
job
like Robert Pattinson, but he's not Robert Pattinson.
No,
it's like I haven't seen much of him beyond what I'm saying, you know what I mean? So, but anyway.
But it was a good it was a good balance of comedy and horror, and it had a nice little it had some good kills. I'll say, like, action part skills, like just the way that the monkey would kill people. Like the monkey doesn't physically do it, but it's almost like, you know, just things happen.
Final Destination style.
Kind of a little bit like that.
It's like an agent of death.
A little bit like that.
Itself.
But it's tied into like a fucking, you know,
Curse.
they got a whole story. I don't think it was a curse. I don't know. It's been a minute since I saw it, but
I wanted to check it out because my girl's in there, but
it's one of those. Yeah, it's a pleasant surprise. I think.
Yeah.
When I watched it, it was like, okay, this shit wasn't too bad, and I like the ending to it. But yeah, I would say give it a watch.
All right, bet.
It was one of the better of the horrors. There was some horror stinkers this year too. A lot of fucking horror stinkers, low key.
That there were Woman in the Yard.
Yeah, Woman in the Yard. That Megan was trash. Hard Eyes was trash. My goodness.
So was Hard Eyes like a Purge spinoff?
No, it's just like some serial killer that attacks like, I can't remember if it was like a Valentine's Day thing or just like couples.
Oh.
It's just some bullshit. It was trash. That's what it was.
We still been naming movies.
We can do whatever you want. Jake, you want to throw a show in there real quick? Want to throw the first show in there?
All the movies I'm looking at, we both seen. I kind of want to throw something in here that's kind of monkey wrench kind of thing. The Bear.
Okay, I've never seen it. This is something my mom be telling me to watch, though. So they be cooking, right?
Yeah, for you,
okay.
You might think it's repetitive, but if you watch it in one sitting and kind of look at it as all this shit is happening in the span of like a few months, you might fuck with it.
Is it happening in the span of a few months, or is it
kind of like a year? It's not like long, but because it's so many seasons, it kind of feels like, I don't know. And whatever. Point is, this was one of the best seasons of the show. I believe we're on season 4. The last season was kind of revered as kind of like of the season. It kind of a little bit of a fall off, but Jamie Lee Curtis is always in like one episode of like a special episode of each season, kind of like and she'll have like this talk with each kid. So like the sister, and she finally had a talk with Carm. It was one of like the most emotional moments I've had with like a series in a while. There wasn't some type of like epic thing, somebody dying. It wasn't these big stakes happening. It was just a mother talking to their son about how, and I won't go on a big rant, but about how like she was apologizing for all these things that she's done, and how she can't really say sorry enough, and like there was a lot not said, but there was a lot said as well, and it was just a great performance by both actors of the actor who plays Carm, just kind of taking it all in and kind of sitting there and accepting it and taking that apology, and it was just a great performance. Outside of just the season arc in general, that was definitely a great moment in television for the year for me. So yeah, outside of The Bear, definitely check it out. I would honestly check it out once it's done. Like once it's just
the whole
done.
series is done.
Yeah, just because it's like,
I mean, I'm already 4 seasons late, so I mean, I might as well, right?
Literally, like start it whenever you want, but like,
yeah, right.
I would start it when it's done, or like when the last season is coming, because I feel like if the ending is bad, I don't even want to tell you to watch it, because it's a lot of just the same kind of shit going on, except characters change, but the same thing's happening, because that's kind of the
that's every show.
That's kind of the thing of where they work. They work at a restaurant,
right?
You know, it's
revolving door of
it's
people.
The same, it's the
workers.
Same thing going on all the time. You kind of have to be on it all the time, but their lives change, but they have to stay structured while their lives are all out of fucking control and everything's falling apart around them. But yeah, Dexter Resurrection. That's another one. The reboot-esque says sequel because they came out.
So that's not the one that got canceled.
No, that would be Original Sin. That's the one where played by a younger actor, or different actors playing younger versions of the original Dexter characters in Miami. Dexter Resurrection is a direct sequel after Dexter New Blood, which was another reboot show that they made before Original Sin.
Okay.
Where he is still, he was alive at the end of the show, but they show what he's been doing since then. He basically is in like this Colorado sort of small town, snow everywhere, always cold, hunting grounds and shit like that. Be Native Americans and stuff. And he's dating this like Native American cop who's like the captain or chief or whatever. And he's kind of undercover, but then his son comes and he's all grown up, and he's kind of showing the same tendencies that he showed. So it's kind of this same sort of thing that he had with his father and stuff, and he has to, kind of balance that out while he's also been not killing. Like he's been not killing for years, and he's been chill, and then he finally kills, and it's a whole thing, and it starts back up again. But that's before this, and the Original Sin happens after that because he gets shot, presumed dead. They didn't have any plans for him to be alive. Motherfucker literally gets shot in the heart with a fucking rifle. He should be dead. When you watch New Blood, the end of New Blood, his son shoots him in the fucking chest. Ooh. Spoiler. Should have said that before, but
right.
Whatever. Show's been out for years. He should be dead, but they basically resurrected him, to be honest, because I feel like they were like, we know where the big bucks is at.
Right.
We need to show Michael C. Hall not just his voice, because his voice was in the narrating in his head while he's talking in Original Sin, similar to while he's talking in the original show.
Oh, okay.
But I think they were like, that's not enough. The ratings aren't there, so we need to really just make a new show. Anyway, Peter Dinklage is in it. He's like this rich guy who is bringing all these like serial killers together for this sort of like serial killer fest, so to speak, like celebration of serial killers.
Right.
And
Killer Con.
Yeah, Killer Con. And they just like drinking wine and like, chilling, talking about their kills and stuff. And then it's like the perfect opportunity for him to infiltrate this place because he kills some guy and then he like finds the invitation in his pocket. And he's like, oh, okay, bad. This is my new
took it.
Yeah, it's like my new journey to like, more prey, more more prey, basically. So it's definitely an interesting show, or interesting take on the character and going forward. And his son is also still in it. He's still going through some killery shit. But forgot what I was going to say. However, I will say, I was going to say, it doesn't exactly land the plane, but I'm interested to see more.
Right.
They still make me want to see the Dexter character and see what happens with his son. What happens around that, I don't really care, but him having his son is still a connection that keeps me to Dexter, that doesn't tire me out of the character.
True that. Speaking of things that we liked but didn't exactly land the plane, let's talk about Alien Earth. That's something that we went over earlier in the year. We had an episode about that. And I would say we pretty much was rocking with the show up until pretty much like the last episode.
Literally.
Right. Last episode, things just, it was underwhelming. And just it felt like there wasn't enough closure for a season. I don't know. Just like the way it ended, we're just like, oh, everybody's in a cage and we're just like, I don't even remember what happened, bro. So I just blocked it out of my mind at this point.
Well, they set up a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's what I remember being like all set up in your last episode, which I know makes sense. But
for a show like that, and I get it, it's not like they anticipate that the show won't make money or people won't see it before they make the show. But it's like, damn, bro, like for a show like this on FX, I'm not trying to shit on them, but they're not gonna have as much eyes as like they would at HBO Max or Netflix. And I don't even think that's shitting on them. That's just real. Like, y'all shouldn't structure your season, especially the finale, around some shit you're gonna see in a year and a half or whenever the fuck this show is coming out. If it's coming out. Like, show all that. Show the infiltration of the Yutani. Because remember they was bringing their ships and all that shit. Show all that. Have 2 more episodes, and then that's it.
I just remember Shorty doing this, making little noises, just doing this and controlling the thing.
Yeah.
And then they locked everybody in the cage, and I'm just sitting here like.
And then they were like, and then they all like did a little pose and was like, basically, like, we're ready. And then they were showing them all come, and then
it ended.
Cut to black. So
fumbled the last episode, but leading up to that,
leading up to it, definitely a great take on the alien lore, although it's not necessarily canon.
Yeah,
let's be real,
it's not. But it added some new blood.
We're glad it's not canon because that shit a little crazy.
Yeah,
but I would. Well, I don't know if I would. I might like to see a Wendy-esque character in the real canon of like, oh, this motherfucker is low key like most androids in the fucking Alien series. They not really siding with the humans. They on some corporate shit, or they're willing to sacrifice them or whatever. Let's have the new alien be a motherfucking android that's low key sympathizing with these fucking aliens, and they feel closer to them than humanity.
Right.
And then B, start to try to learn their language and shit like that. Now, obviously, it's going to backfire.
Oh, learn the alien language?
Yeah. Obviously, in the movie, it should backfire. It shouldn't be him literally controlling these motherfuckers. It should be more so a thing of like he's talking to him, but he don't really understand what he's doing, and he thinks he's in charge up to the point where he's like gets them out or helps them escape out of a certain part of the ship or whatever, and they all kill him once they're all loose.
Yeah,
and then he like helps.
Well, we know the movie ain't doing none of that.
And then he like helps them, the last human escape or something, because he's clearly like a half body with milk coming out of his body, and he's crawling to some air escape pod, and he hits it, and then goes into space.
Alien Earth, get it together.
But yeah, Alien Earth definitely was a good addition, but it ultimately was
a little appetizer,
flat pancake towards the end.
Yeah, it was a little appetizer, like to hold us until the main course, one of the main courses, which was another show that we just finished. Welcome to Derry, y'all. And that's something I can say that landed the plane.
Oh yeah,
you feel me? Landed it with tip top accuracy.
Yeah. 10 out of 10 from me. Welcome to Derry. We haven't even gave a review for that yet, and we won't. But since we're talking about it now, but Welcome to Derry is a 10 out of 10 for me. Definitely was apprehensive about some of the choices that they might do in this show. Ultimately, they have sewn that shit in a nice little bow, or tied that shit in a nice little bow. Even with down to the him like knowing time differently and all that.
We got some lore drops.
Some
new lore.
It kind of helps refresh the character a bit, and it leaves me thinking that he might be alive again, or he might have another iteration or another movie.
Now, do you think them introducing that dagger, which never fucking existed in It 2, do you think that them putting it in that tree, like, do you think that could be a key for like a It 3 for a way to stop him, like if it's still there? So we have a new way to beat him other than just bullying him?
I tell you, I sure hope not.
So you want to go back to just bullying Pennywise to beat him?
I want to...
These are the only ways to do it. Is it a dagger or to... whatever the fuck they did.
That's so
Put a dagger in a hole and beat him, or you just make fun of him and you can beat him.
Yeah. Okay, well, you convinced me. Bring the shards back. Because personally, if I'm being real, the shards are a waste of my fucking time.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the only reason it was made had to be because they were like, well, people didn't like it too. A lot big reason because it was so easy for them the way they defeated Pennywise. So we need to come up with a new way for these motherfuckers to defeat him that's not just making, courage and standing up to him. So they made this dagger thing is how I looked at it. But so that's what I'm saying. Like, maybe for if they make a third movie, we got this thing somewhere.
But here's the problem with that shit. We don't know what the fuck the shards even are. They're just things.
They're pieces of the asteroid.
Right, but from where and from what?
From space.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Here's my point. It's like, why are we doing...
We'll probably find out, too. That's what's crazy. Like, it'll probably be...
But that's what I mean. Like, I'd rather find out than us go back to, you're a clown, and him...
That's exactly... Okay, then. So you'd rather... So the dagger would probably be a fucking...
Yes. Yeah. If you're going to bring
Unless
it back...
they invent some new other way to beat him.
Whatever you got to
do. So
do.
he could just be beat by any way. If you got 3 ways to defeat me, bro, we're almost at like a whole handful of...
Look at it this way. Most of the time, you only got a few ways you can be a horror icon, right? You really just got one way.
Right. You usually got one way.
That's what I meant. You usually got one way with these motherfuckers. Like Freddy can't go to sleep, which you pretty much unavoidable.
Right.
So it makes him a huge threat. Michael Myers, you can't really kill him.
Right.
You just can.
Motherfucker, it just takes a new shape. The evil finna be there.
Yeah, you gotta hope he ain't targeting you, basically.
Jason, you gotta drown him or some shit. I don't fucking know.
Whatever.
Like, they just be making, you feel me? Like, Penny.
But this motherfucker deals in fear.
Right.
So it kind of makes sense that the way you beat him is fear. The problem is that looks like this. Fuck you, you ain't shit. You're just a cloud. You get what I mean? The concept is good.
Cowering.
But the actual execution of that shit is fucking disturbingly ugly.
Right.
So they had to make some in-game Avengers level shit happen at the end of Welcome to Dead.
Them saying all that with the dagger, holding the dagger. If they would have made that dagger way back, it just would have made more sense. Because you can't make a fucking dagger now, and then when they actually kill him, it wasn't even there.
Ultimately, you beat him with belief.
Right.
So it's like...
Courage and
shit. I'm fine with the belief shit. Because that's just innate
the power
in the
of
source
positivity.
Material. Like, that's literally in the source material that they beat this motherfucker with positivity and friendship.
Yeah.
So, like,
and it was weak there, too. They hated it there, too.
I'm fine with it because that's just what it is. You feel me? Like, that's just what it is. But, yeah, we agree, bro. We just going on right now. But, like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Side note. That was a side note. Welcome to Derry, on point.
Great.
Season, on point. Characters, on point. Yeah, all the tie-ins, the Marge revelations, all of that shit was on point.
Goated.
I enjoyed all the characters. I like all the stuff they did with Ingrid, with Mrs. Kirsch. I'm interested to see, because they're saying, like, it will make sense. You know, Ingrid's probably going to come back in the other seasons, along with, what's her name? The native lady. I can't remember her name. But all the people that was in the flashbacks. Rose. You feel me? Maybe the general, because he was in the flashback too, but...
Yeah, they're going to show the general, and they're going to show that chief, and they're going to show... Probably going to show the chief seeing maturing. She should be the only one to see him, if I'm being honest. Because, you know, spirituality and all that shit.
Yeah, I think in a future season we'll probably get like a Pennywise centered episode. The way we got a Bob Gray episode, I think we might get a Pennywise. We're gonna see him getting cast out of his world or whatever, why he got sent to Earth.
Yeah, I don't want to see, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to see no, like, General Zod at the start of Man of Steel type shit where they're literally got a court holding and they're talking.
No, I don't think that
like,
detail.
we don't need to see that.
Detail.
However,
but him just like crack, but like just a quick, like, you know, just something.
I'm not gonna hold you. If we saw literally this motherfucker leaving whatever the shit is, and we just see a glimpse of the Dark Tower, I'd be happy. I'm not saying I need to see that shit in full. I'm not trying to see a whole pan over of the Dark Tower in that world. None of that shit. I'm saying show this motherfucker eject from whatever planet he on or universe. Show a little bit of the Dark Tower as he's leaving, and then show him crash landing or going into a portal or whatever the fuck happens, and going into Earth.
Like the very end of a crazy space fight where he was fighting Maturin and he got his ass kicked, and that motherfucker had to crash to Earth or some shit. But show Maturin like not like a full on turtle, but like some crazy like Flash or something, like how they do the Mind Flayer.
Technically, you would show Maturin because technically he's like residing over our universe.
Yeah, but you know,
over the Stephen King universe.
Yeah, but he could be like that could mean a lot of shit. We could portray that in a lot of ways.
Yeah, and to be fair,
physically or a not physical, like.
Yeah, and to be fair, you can literally add whatever the fuck you want at this point.
Yeah,
to Maturin
but you
lore.
know, on point, Derry on point.
Yeah,
that was like the best show of the year. Yeah,
easily for me. Over Stranger Things. I'm here to say
Stranger Things not done yet, but even if
we won't talk about that yet.
Yeah, you know.
When we're recording this now, they haven't done the New Year's Eve finale
yet.
Yeah,
we don't know how it ends yet.
And honestly, I want that as a whole separate. We kind of want that as a whole separate thing. Look over the whole series as well as a whole.
All right, let's get like 2 more in. Let's wrap this up.
2 more? Shit, I better pick. I'm going to have to say Sinners.
There we go. That was on my list as well.
I can't not mention Sinners. I was trying to be a little too niche there. Sinners is easily my favorite movie of the year. Might be my favorite movie in the past 5 to 10 years.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to have to look up some movies before I say that on the podcast. But as of right now, I'll say 5. I'll say 5. I won't say 10. 10 is a little crazy. But I'll say 5. But Sinners, yes. This year, best movie of the year for me. I won't go into all the obvious shit because y'all can listen to our episode on Spotify and all audio platforms if you want. Check out that review.
Yep.
But I will say that Sinners is a revolutionary movie as far as filmmaking goes, as far as content goes, as far as casting goes. Like, a lot of people in this movie, he didn't need to cast. He could have casted way bigger actors. And that's no knock on the actors that he cast. Because Daryl Lindo is a legend. Fucking, obviously, Michael B. Jordan is great. The guy who plays Cornbread is great. But he's another one. You don't see him a lot of stuff, and he's usually only playing small roles. Having him in this, dope. That one Asian actress, I'm not sure her name, but she's pretty much brand new. As far as I'm concerned, I haven't seen her a lot of stuff. I'm pretty sure she might be in a show or something. Maybe she's in something I'm blanking on, I'm sure. But she was great. It's just everything a part of this movie was incredible. Cinematography, great.
Music
was great. And I still listen to that soundtrack to this day. Somebody come and take me. Just fucking float away, boy. Nah, but yeah, I love that movie, as y'all can tell. I don't know if you want to say anything about Sinners, my brother.
It was great, man. I love Sinners as well. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what I can say that you ain't even said already. Like, the movie was fucking great. You know, performances on point. I loved Remick, the villain. Buddy
Jack
did a great
O'Connell
job
was
playing
incredible.
him. Yeah.
Shout outs to him.
Fucking, yeah. Tremendous flick.
Yeah,
Tremendous flick. Check out our episode that we did about that, y'all, because we did a whole
we go more in
whole
depth.
review.
We go more in depth for sure.
I'll give one another one that we saw, Frankenstein, that we also did a review on.
Yeah.
Another banger, y'all. That was that might have been my favorite of the year. Might have been Frankenstein. I don't know. Like, I got to think about it some more.
With you a little bit, huh?
I liked Frankenstein a lot. Yeah, like just looking back on it, I'm like, I don't know. Guillermo he know what he's doing with these monsters, y'all, and he make the things I'm trying to see out of movies. I'm trying to go to another world, even though this was not in another world, but it feel like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just know how to capture the wonder of the shit he's trying to make. You know how to. There's still that like fairy tale essence to the movie, even though it's not that.
Mm-hmm.
But like, he just got a different side out of Frankenstein. He captured it truly to what I think the character is. Just that kind of misunderstood creature. I think he got that better than all the other versions I've seen, honestly.
Definitely. Especially with the fact that he's just essentially just a baby.
Yeah.
And he's just like a toddler, and then he's like inherently good, and then people have bad influences on him, or they imprint sort of violent nature, because even he says it like they can't like even help but to be violent. Like, they just are inherently enemies of each other, when he was talking about the humans and the wolves.
Right.
Similar to just his appearance in general, like, he is inherently danger to humanity, just based off how they act toward him, just by his looks and how him just being him.
Yeah,
Even
there was
down
a
to
lot.
His own creator, who constructed him, and he's calling him a beast and a blah 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 blah, and he's like, I forget what the line, but it's during when he's trying to get him a companion, and he comes to the house, and he's like, you see me as something else, but I only am, or some shit like that. And it's like, damn, that's like true, bro. He's just like him, and like, everyone else is viewing him as like, oh, you're this monster, you're this, you're that, you're this, and he's just like, bro, I'm just me, like, I'm chilling, like,
I'm just here because y'all brought me here, dog.
Yeah, like, you looking at me as something other, I look at me as just being me.
Yeah,
and that can go, to so many different levels and ways of how we discriminate against each other as humans in general. But,
great performance.
Yes.
Great performance.
Wouldn't be shocked if there's some Oscar.
It might be. I wouldn't be shocked either, because he did his thing for sure.
I'm pretty sure it's nominated for Best Picture this year.
I mean, I don't think they've announced any of that yet, but
it is for one of the awards.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure if it is for Oscars though.
But yeah, y'all, Frankenstein. I love it. Just like as we were talking about, like how other people see Frankenstein and how they project all this stuff on him. That's what I like the most about how they gave the actual growth and the arc to Frankenstein at the end. So it wasn't just one of those endings where it's like, oh, the town learns a lesson. The town learns that they're monsters. This was more like Frankenstein learns to accept himself, and he moves on in like a different direction type thing.
Like,
he doesn't have to be that. He can be, whatever he wants. And it gave the vibe that he was going to be like a protector almost. The way he pushed off that boat, he freed those people there that were stuck.
Yeah, he accepted his life in the sun.
Yep.
Like he was saying before, the sun means life, and like that represented him tearing away from the pain and revenge and the suffering and all that stuff and letting go and forgiving and moving on to an actual path of the unknown, essentially. Whereas before it was either I am a victim of humanity, or / I am a victim of my father. I need to kill him, essentially. And now that his father is gone, which I'm glad he didn't kill him or have to kill him or anything. He just died on his own from the injuries, which I guess he technically did kill him.
Injuries caused by him.
Right. But a monster. Yelling like a bear. Threw him around, broke his fucking leg. No, technically he broke his leg. But yeah, great movie. I would put it up there with the Oscar contention. I would still personally put Sinners as a Best Picture winner over Frankenstein, just because I feel like it made a bigger impact and it was in the theaters a bit more. Not really sure the actual criteria of what an Oscar movie should be, or what qualifies it to be an Oscar movie. I'm pretty sure it's a theater release in general, which they had. So
right,
which is probably why they do stuff like that now. But you want to name one more and then we get up out of here, or we both name one more and then we get up out of here? I'll name Fantastic Four.
Okay.
Honorable mentions: Predator, Killer of Killers. Honorable mentions, but for me personally, Fantastic Four: The First Steps was really good. I think the pacing of it is a bit stop and start, but that's kind of the nature of who they are as heroes. They are explorers more so than they are fighters, and I think people were expecting this big battle with Galactus, and it kind of wasn't that. It was really just more so a battle with themselves, on how to deal with the threat and like what to do with their son, essentially. And ultimately, it was just setting up Doomsday and setting up the son as a character and that team as a character going forward. But I think they did a great job of building the world. They did a great job of showing the world. They didn't really build the world.
They don't need to build it because we ain't finna really fucking spend no time. Well, we might go back in Doomsday.
Yeah, that's a whole separate issue. I have an issue with.
Movie was good. It was solid enough. I wouldn't even say solid. It was good. Definitely at the end, though, they could have showed, like, I just remember Fantastic not doing anything cool the whole fucking movie. I'm like, yeah, really? We couldn't have had, like, gave a little more. I feel like every member didn't get that one scene in the movie where they did some cool action shit. Like, we didn't have a memorable moment from them where they did some crazy shit. Like, Sue, okay, you stopped them at the end. I'll count that. But Reed, you ain't get shit.
Reed ain't do shit.
You really ain't get shit. You got stretched. That's what he got. The fuck?
Yeah.
Like, come on. We had the old Reed was stretching all over the damn city, Jack. And this Reed can't even get fucking, like...
And the things, Cloverentine was, unfortunately, very underwhelming.
It was.
When we get to it.
But that's also because...
It's because he's facing a big, giant...
Our theater was kind of fucking underwhelming, too. Like, if this shit was packed...
No. I mean, the impact of him...
Oh, like, yeah, it was just a little dink.
Galactus was kind of like... What?
Didn't even knock him down or anything.
Yeah,
I mean...
It was just like...
yeah.
Like, it was very... But that's what the Fantastic Four is. You feel me? Like, they usually don't, in terms of Galactus at least, they don't really, like, do much to... Because they can't. They can't do much to him. So they always put him in a wormhole or stick him in a something and he gets trapped, and they never really fuck him up like that. And if they do, it would have to be some crazy shit like the son, I forget, Franklin, taking control of him, or but that won't happen yet. You feel me? Like all that shit that, like, and again, First Steps, like, it was all some very basic by the numbers 60s 70s shit going on. The only thing that was like kind of different was the world itself turning on them and being like, y'all kind of suck. That was cool. It got resolved a bit quickly, but it's fine. I don't really care. And to be honest, those people that were complaining, y'all wouldn't want to see more of them motherfuckers talking and disputing and dealing with all that shit. Y'all would want to see action.
Right.
So I'm not trying to hear that. However, I will say this about the Fantastic Four too, and we could have used some more action, but that shit ain't like Rivals. They not that crazy with it.
No, it's not really that. We could have used more. We just could have used one
Something
fucking moment
more cool.
for each. Yeah, like the moments they did give us. What the fuck did Reed do in the whole movie? Nothing. Like
Reed,
he was using his mind, but like I get it.
Reed the pass because like that's where his bag is, like his.
But
brain.
the old Reed was doing both. I'm not trying to hear that. Like y'all can give him one.
Yeah.
I'm not asking y'all for the whole fucking movie. Just like one scene where he did some cool. He hit his alt real quick. Everybody need to hit their alt real quick. And maybe at the end they could have combined them moments of the Thing hitting the fucking clobbering time when Sue was pushing him in the fucking portal. And it would have had a bigger impact if they knocked him in the fucking portal. Then he could have climbed back out a little bit, and then Silver Surfer could have came through and smacked his ass. And you could have had everything you wanted without making the Thing look like he was weak a little bit. Because I do like how the Thing hit his R1 though in that one scene.
Yeah,
the motherfucker was running through the. Yeah, I like that. I don't know if that was intentional or not. It was just literally just him running, but it looked like out the game and shit.
Yeah, they didn't do a lot, and I feel like they're just saving that for Doomsday.
Yeah. Well, what can you do? It was my favorite superhero movie of the year.
Yeah.
But, I ain't saying much.
Cool, but it wasn't I don't hype that movie up like everybody else do. I comfortably like that movie. But I'm not like, oh, it's one of the better Marvel movies in the past 5 years. I'm like,
It probably is, because that ain't saying much. Like, what have we had in the last 5 years from Marvel?
But like, that doesn't make me get out of my seat and go, oh yeah, like that doesn't do shit for me. And if I'm being real, Guardians 3 was way better than Thunderbolts. So, and that's in the last 5 years. So
there you go.
Anyway,
2025, good year for movies.
Yeah,
a lot of stuff, and there's still stuff coming out. Like Avatar just came out. And there's a lot of movies we didn't even get to see, y'all.
Yeah, a lot of films we just missed. I'm sorry, I just did that crazy thing on my eyes, but yeah, a lot of movies we just missed.
Yeah,
like the new Predator movie.
New Predator didn't get to see. Wicked, I didn't get to see. I was looking forward to that the whole year. I ain't get to see it. Weather been crazy around here, y'all, for us. Yeah. So it's been a lot, just chain of events and the holidays, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, still a big year for movies. There's a lot of movies that did poorly at the box office, and a lot of movies that's been doing great. More towards the end of the year too. Well, actually, not really true, because Lilo and Stitch did crazy numbers, and like Minecraft did crazy numbers.
I still think is a little insane.
Not really. These kids' movies, like Zootopia, is doing insane numbers.
Lilo and Stitch is not like a movie that I think even in today's time kids would even care about.
That's a classic. Are we for real? Lilo and Stitch is like the last.
I'm not saying it ain't. I'm saying that like the new generation of kids, like how do they even know about this shit? Well, I guess because the parents are showing them,
right?
And they watch Disney Plus, so I guess.
Bro, you think it matters? Like kids just see a cute thing, like that's what Disney does. Like Zootopia, bro.
I think it matters a bit.
I don't think it does.
I think it matters a bit. I'm saying like if the fourth Minions comes out, they know it's Minions, so they'll go see that shit regardless. Is what I mean. But if it's
it's like Disney too, like every Disney animated movie is making Moana billions.
It's crazy.
All of them are making fucking billions, Jack. I'm sorry, like
even Moana 2.
$2 billion did something insane. Like, was like the highest grossing animated ever or something. Inside Out making billions. All these movies making billions.
At least we know, these Disney kids movies are still gonna make the Rex.
Disney was the hit $6 billion this year at the box office. The first time since 2019, since pre-COVID. So they reached pre-COVID numbers.
Now, do you count Marvel in that?
Of course, it's Disney. They didn't contribute much because all they did was a bunch of flops. Fantastic Four.
I meant in the 2019 situation. Like since then, you're like in that time, you're counting Marvel as well.
I don't know what you're talking about. They ain't reached these numbers since 2019.
Right.
So
and in 2019, they were also with Disney.
Yeah, but what are we talking about? It was COVID.
I was clarifying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's crazy. Because, like, that just, like we were saying, like, proves, like, Marvel ain't been shit for, like, 5 years straight.
Yeah, but also
And
just
Disney
they haven't
movies
released
had
a
to
lot.
pick it up.
They held back on movies, and it was COVID. So like a year
Yeah.
that people wasn't going to the theater.
Yeah, a good 2 years.
No Way Home still made like $2 billion, but after No Way Home, what did they put out? It was like they
That was after Endgame, right? It was like fresh after. Yeah.
they like scaled back on the movies a lot. It was like one movie, and I think they came out with like, I don't fucking remember what came out after No Way Home.
It was shows.
That's what I'm saying. Like I think that it wasn't until like Deadpool, Wolverine,
it was like,
we got
Secret Invasion and shit.
yeah, like it was a lot of shows working.
Trash. The Marvels.
Yeah, flops, just straight flops.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway,
so
that's all to say. This year
but they
was
back on top now.
a great time for films and TV. Hope for a brand new year. Maybe that'll be our next pod. Like what things that are coming up in 2026. I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna have to find out.
Yeah,
But hopefully it's another
There's
banger
definitely
year.
a lot to look forward to.
Well, yeah, we got Avengers,
Spider-Man, Brand New Day,
Spider-Man,
Supergirl.
Supergirl.
We're naming all Superman,
Yeah,
but
movies don't even give a fuck.
I feel like I don't even know. I feel like I don't even know really what was popping.
We'll find out in
this year, but,
2026.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Let us know, y'all, if y'all favorite movie was on our list, and yeah, let us know if it wasn't. But
if you got like a sleeper like Begonia or something, you said you watched that.
I saw that. That was I just saw
hit.
that. That was another banger. There's a lot of bangers.
Yeah,
A lot of bangers.
I still gotta watch Marty Supreme. I was actually planning on seeing that.
There we go.
But yeah,
Yeah, a lot we didn't see. Let us know, y'all. And if we don't see you, Happy New Year. All right? We probably will, but if we don't, Happy New Year. Peace.